Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video. We're going to have a look at weather for 10 14 days for today's second video. Day 10 will take us to the 2nd of January, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM Ensembles. Maybe run down in a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFS V2 at the end of the video. The next 4 weeks gets us well into the second half of January, and I shall get on back for you in a moment. Just say that first video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. Please like, share and subscribe on both of today's videos and content. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. For GavsWeatherVids, thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to say hello and thank you so much to two very special people. So thank you so much to David Collins. Merry Christmas, David. Thank you so much for your lovely donation and very kind comment for myself. The donation to GavsWeatherVids, of course. And hello and Merry Christmas to Jane Gregory as well. David and Jane have both donated to GavsWeatherVids. And so we're giving them their shout out and their Merry Christmas and their hello from everybody at GavsWeatherVids and hashtag Team Gav. Thank you so much, David. Thank you so much, Jane. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely Christmas and a very, very happy New Year as well. If you would like to give a donation to GavsWeatherVids, if you've been enjoying our content through the year, then this is the GavsWeatherVids PayPal page. The link is in the description just underneath this video. Down there. It's down there. It's down there. Just underneath underneath the video in the description. So go to the GavsWeatherVids PayPal page, sign into your PayPal account, sell whatever donation you want to GavsWeatherVids, and we'll give you a shout out and say hello and Merry Christmas to you. Well, we're nearly at Christmas now, but we'll say Happy New Year, maybe, after Christmas. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for the donations, for support. Did a live stream yesterday. We picked up 8 channel members, all from very kind people gifting channel membership, you know. So it was unbelievable as well. Lots of super chats on the stream as well. Epic live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for a very special live stream yesterday. And I say thank you so much to David and to Jane for the donation. Merry Christmas. Both. Right, let's crack on, shall we, with the video. So what am I doing? There we go. Right, okay, let's crack on with the video. Going to start off central in temperature for CT. It's currently sitting, hold on. No, sorry, everyone. The CT is currently sitting at 7 degrees, 7.0. That's 2.5 degrees above 61 to 99 average provisional to yesterday, to the 22nd of December. Very mild for first 22 days of the month. These were GFS upper air temperature precipitation ensembles next couple of weeks. Looking at Northampton today, local to me. The red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for Northampton. We're below average with the upper air temperature at the moment, but a warm front pushing across the country right now. We'll be lifting the upper air temperatures up into Christmas, becoming very mild over the Christmas period, and then heading in towards the new year, the upper air temperatures are coming down. Now we lose the red line, it breaks at year's end just here. So let's change the colour, and I suppose if you can envisage that the red line would be like through there, really. It looks like it'll be quite close to the long-term 30-year average through the first week of January, but that does mask quite a lot of scatter, actually. So we've got quite a lot of cold on some of the members clustering down here into the opening days of January. Same time, there are still some mild on some members up there, so still a bit of uncertainty as we're going into the first week of January, but there could be some wintry conditions. It might get colder into the new year. We've been talking about that in videos over the past couple of days. Precipitation-wise, could be a lot of dry weather to come over the Christmas week up to New Year, and then week 2, the first week of January, becoming a lot more unsettled. If we have a look at snow row, yes, Northampton does have a few snow spikes showing up there around the new year, particularly around sort of 3rd, 4th of January. Not that many of them, but potentially there's a chance anyway of some wintry weather. That's a 6Z suite, which is the midnight run. So the midnight run was more bullish actually for snow, and the 6Z suite has kind of backed off a little bit in terms of snow possibilities there for Northampton through the first week of January. So a bit of uncertainty still for that New Year period. Temperature anomalies from 23rd to 30th of December, 31st of December, above average, most parts of Europe included in that. Precipitation anomalies 23rd to 31st of December, they're coming out drier than normal, high and dry and mild. Latest wind from that from earthnullschool.net showing that a warm front is moving in from off the Atlantic today. It's introducing a push of milder air from the west and from the southwest ahead of it, looking quite chilly and quite cold with those northerly winds established yesterday. But it's Vermont air that's going to be winning, and that's going to be moving through the country, wafting up those southwesterlies from the Azores, even south of the Azores, for Christmas Eve. Right, let's start going through the chart data then. Let's have the latest UK Met Euro run, looking at midnight on Thursday. High pressure south, low pressure north, looking mostly dry and also mild. Well, high pressure dominates weather in the south at the end of the week and into weekend. Might get a little bit of fog with that. Meanwhile, in the north, it's a little bit more unsettled. Let's have a look as we get to New Year's Eve, Birchip, December. Outbreaks of rain in the north, still quite a bit of high pressure down in the south. Icon, again, showing that high pressure in control. The end of the week and into the weekend. And then next week, turning a bit more unsettled as the lower pressure starts coming in from off natural. Generally mild, though, towards the new year with winds up from the southwest. The KMA, let's have a look at that one. So it's all high pressure from the south anyway. After Christmas, the north more unsettled. Big low pressure pushes through there around the new year. We might get a New Year's storm, still not ruling that out. And then in the wake of that, it turns colder from the northwest. Then we're into like northwesterly winds get to the 4th of January. So we're not getting that high pressure far enough north to pull down a proper northerly. Nevertheless, nevertheless, early January looking rather chilly and potentially a little bit wintry, particularly in the north. Well, the GFS midnight run looks like that high pressure builds up from the south, bringing a lot of dry weather through the rest of this week into the weekend as well. New year, more unsettled, low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic. Well, not particularly stormy, but rather wet and windy start to the year. That low pressure moves through to Denmark by the 5th of January. Heights rise in the Atlantic, switch wind around to the north, and through the first week of January, GFS midnight run is going cold, and we finish up bringing down what looks like a pretty cold and wintry north-northeasterly wind with a blocking area of high pressure in the Atlantic going up towards Greenland. So GFS midnight run very much sticking to its guns with those cold northerlies setting in first week of January. So a GFS 6Z looks in comparison. Once more high pressure dominates weather through this week and into the weekend. Around the new year it turns more unsettled with low pressure heading in from off the Atlantic. That's bringing outbreaks of rain in with it. The low pressure moves to Denmark around the 3rd of January and starts to pull down a colder northerly. But this time we're not setting up a blocking area of high pressure to the north. So this all looks a lot flimsier, but it does go colder with a GFS 6Z into the first week of January. The high pressure eventually sinks back to the south and pulls the wind up to the southwest by the 8th of January. Very some cold weather there through the first week of January, but not the sustained blocking area of high pressure that we saw on the GFS midnight run. So this is all to be determined, and it will be, I suppose, like what we'll be focusing on with 10 to 14 days after Christmas in particular as we get towards that first week of January time frame. If you enjoyed the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks so much everyone for doing that. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos, content, live streams, etc, etc, etc. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. We thank you so much everyone for doing that. We're on the grind to 19.3k, so if you could give us a sub, that'd be absolutely awesome and amazing. Thank you so much everyone. GM, again, building that high pressure up from the south on Thursday. High and dry through the weekend and through the week into the weekend as well. Could be some fog down in the south, maybe a bit of frost as well, milder further north with this. By the new year or into the new year, returning unsettled and not cold. That's 2nd of January, keeping the wind flat and from the west. And then the ECM looks like this. Oops, we've got to go back. ECM looking like that. So again, high pressure dominates weather through the week and then on into the weekend. Gradually turns more unsettled in the north, most dry down the south. Into the new year, more unsettled and a little bit cold as well, with winds shifting around into the northwest. That's day 10, which gets us to the 2nd of January under a transient ridge band. A little bit on the cold side. We can extend out beyond that at 2 to 360 hours. So that's the same setup that we just see here at day 10. That's how it looks on the the weather outlook view. Now into the opening days of January, mild, wet and windy, but that pushes through and then a ridge builds out to the west. That does start to push north as well. So the ECM midnight run turning cold here through the first week of January. Ridge of high pressure, keeping it mostly dry, but on the cold side of the ridge, bringing in the wind from the north-northeast. And most parts of Europe look like they're plunging into a freeze. We're a little bit on the periphery of that, but the ECM is turning things a lot colder there through the first week of January. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from Meteo.com up to day 10. And a lot of dry weather, of course, with the high pressure dominating over Christmas. A few showery bursts in there, but plenty of dry and fine conditions. Around the New Year, more unsettled, heavy rain and snow in the north, and then that wet weather pushes south on New Year's Eve, introducing snow showers into the north, and maybe some wintry showers even getting into the south there on New Year's Day. That'll be a New Year's Day to remember. That's how we look as we end the ECM run at day 10. A lot of dry weather with more rain waiting in the wings. We know by the sort of 2nd, 3rd of January, the ECM midnight run turns mild, wet, windy, but then gets into much colder weather about the 4th, 5th of January onwards. Right, well, these are the up on the table in the ECM Ensemble today. For day 10, the Icelandic Met Office gets us to the 2nd of January. 21 members of the ECM Ensemble with low pressure through the northwest of Europe. A blocking area of high pressure is out in the Atlantic, so that looks potentially quite cold and wintry, but it's a little bit more definitively so. 20 members of the ECM Ensemble with low pressure a bit further away to the east, high pressure blocking around Greenland, and again winds would be coming in from the north. And then we've got 10 looking mild with high pressure to the south, and that maintains like a westerly or a southwesterly flow. Those ensemble members have cold potential though at day 10, and then in 2 weeks time these are the options that we've got. And it'll get us to the 7th of January. So 19 members of the ECM ensembles keep it mild with high pressure south or low pressure up here. And we keep the wind in from the west. Got 17 with high pressure just to the west of the northwest of the UK and Ireland. Around that we will bring in a cooler or colder northeasterly wind. And we've got 15 including the control and the operation run, taking that ridge even further northward, centering around Iceland and Greenland, and bringing cold air from the north and from the northeast potentially. A little bit on the periphery with that one. Real cold is with this trough over in the east. Again though, reading between the lines, there could be some cold weather through the first week of January. Right, let's go through the CFS weeklies. When we're done, it's a 500 millibar high times, breaking down into week periods. First week period takes from the 23rd, 29th of December. The next week with high pressure in control, mild and dry with winds coming up from the southwest. Week 2 also shows that, so no cold snap here. This is the 30th of December, 5th of January. No cold snap into the new year, but high pressure maintained over to the south of the country. Do have that blocking area of high pressure towards Greenland, but not in a position really to produce much cold. The cold's going into northern and northeastern Europe there, so we remain mild and dry. And then week 3 keeps it going. It's the 6th to the 12th of January. High pressure down towards Spain, low pressure around Iceland, winds coming in from a mild westerly direction, and those mild winds carry on into week 4. It's the 13th to the 19th of January. No sign of wind whatsoever with the CFS over the next 4 weeks, with low pressure around Greenland, high pressure through the Azores, and winds still coming in from a flat westerly direction. Flat as a pancake, actually. Now, those are weekly anomalies, so there might be a day or two here and there that turns a bit colder, but overall, that is a very mild looking for weeks to come, with winds maintained from the west. We'll see. Right, we're done. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids. Get them to subscribe too. And why not drop a comment? Let's know what you think about this and all of our videos and content. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. So tomorrow, it's Christmas Eve. Going to start off at 6 a.m. UK weather forecast. And I'll try and get a 10 of 14 day done as well. Going to be the weekend forecast as always on Christmas Eve. So lots to look forward to tomorrow. Keep checking back to the channel for more. Oh, I'm going to be live, of course, late on Christmas Eve. So that'll be after 11 p.m. If you're around the channel, then check in for the late Christmas Eve live stream. Live stream into the opening minutes of Christmas Day. It's going to be a lovely, lovely little stream. And I shall see you live late on Christmas Eve, if you're around the channel and you want to check in. Well, you enjoy the rest of your Christmas Eve, Bo. And for this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching.